Hi, so this week I'm showing you how to play COD Mobile on the Anbernic RG406V. So first thing we need to do is get a gamepad app so we can map the buttons remotely. So I'm normally a big fan of the Panda gamepad app, but I tried for a long time to try and get this working, and wherever I tried I just couldn't get it going. So in the end I had to give up. But I've used this on other consoles, on other handhelds, on other phones, and it's always worked perfect. So you can give it a go yourself. You may be able to get it working, but I couldn't and ended up giving up. So I moved on to the Mantis gamepad app. So this is a free download, so you can get a paid version, which you'll need to use if you want to install more than one game. As you can see, I've just got the one at the moment, so you click on add, you'll find the game, but I can't add any more games at the moment. And then there's different settings that you need to go through. It's going to ask you to install a few privileges, which I will show you how to do now. So you need to be going to your settings menu and then scroll all the way down about the handheld game console. So I used to get stuck on the screen. I didn't think there was anything more, and then I realised you can scroll down further. Now you just click on the build number a couple of times, about 7 or 8 or 9 times, and it will unlock the developer options. So you then need to go back. So we'll just click back out of that. And then we go into system, and then there you can see developer options. And then we just need to scroll down. So the Mantis app does say what things need to be activated. So the first one is USB debugging needs to be put on. And also wireless debugging needs to go on. I'm not sure why it switched itself back off, but it tells you what apps need to be activated within the developer options. So you just follow what the instructions say on the Mantis gamepad app, and then you can exit out of it. So you get the Mantis gamepad app running in the background, and then you can exit out, and then we can start up Call of Duty Mobile. So as you can see, just need to click through all the options that it tries to get you to do. So here's a quick bit of footage for you to see. So I'm just going to start on Nuketown, and then I'll pick my gun, and I've already set up all the controls to what I need, which I will go through in a bit on how to do it. And then we just run through, and then we can zoom in, and then we can pick off all our people and get a couple of shots off. I've played it for a while now, and it seems to play really well. I've not had any slowdown, I've not had any lagging. There's no jittering on it. It works just the same as it does on my mobile phone. So I'm really impressed with it so far. So what I recommend doing for the first time you start using it is to go into a practice game. So this way we can set up the controls to make sure we know what we want to do without getting killed. So in the top corner, you'll see a Mantis app button. So you just click on that, and then literally all you need to do is click on the analog sticks, and then you move them around to wherever the right place is on the screen. I've already located where the buttons go, but what you do is you click on the A button, and then you'll press the button on one of the buttons you want to assign to, and then the button will come on, and then you just need to move that button into the right place. So you just need to obviously align all the buttons onto all the keys, and then you'll be able to have it working just as I am. So the analog sticks work, got the zoom in, and then the trigger button on the other side is for the firing. So you just put the buttons wherever you feel comfortable, and then have a good practice here until you're happy with it. The other thing I'd also recommend whilst in the practice mode is to adjust the sensitivity. So when I started using it, the sensitivity was far too much. I moved around and it was flying around. It was too hard to control. It was too hard to turn and aim. So I highly recommend you go into the sensitivity and fine tune it to a much better setting to make it much easier to control. So I had to turn my settings much further down to make it a lot better. So if you'd like me to make any follow-up videos of any more footage, or if you want me to show off my settings of what I've set up for the graphics and the controller, then please leave a comment. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.